Hello, this is Zoe, and welcome to my playthrough of Scholar of the First Sin. Before I get started, I'm gonna have to give some credit where it's due for this particular playthrough. I watch a streamer and YouTuber by the name of Prod, Prod, and where I primarily where I saw his stuff was PvP videos for Dark Souls 3, and he has in particular a series called Pick My Build, where he has his viewers choose what weapons and armor he uses. He'll often complain in his videos, oh man, this is gonna suck, I'm gonna do so terrible with this because this is the worst weapon ever, and then he will just wreck so many people because he's just that damn good. In any case, he decided to switch over to playing Dark Souls 2, which, I mean, the thing about playing one game to the other is that they have vastly different feels despite having similar mechanics. So coming from Dark Souls 3 and back to Dark Souls 2, it put him at kind of a disadvantage to start off with. And so instead of having his usual wreck everything and look like a total boss, he kind of sucked, and it was amusing to watch somebody who's so good in another game come back to something else in the series and have to struggle with it before he could get back into his groove and start kicking ass and taking names. The other thing is that he played a deprived character, and deprived start off with absolutely nothing and the lowest stats possible. And so I decided that's what I was going to do for mine. There's a cutscene that's coming up, so I'll shut up for that, and then we can get into the game.
Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once branded, the symbol of the curse, an augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar? No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. into a flame. Your wings will burn in anguish. Time after time. For that is your fate. The fate of the cursed.
I really like that intro. I think it's suitably epic. Also, I like how the starting HUD completely obscures your features, because you will be selecting your character and their attributes after you get up to a certain point. I'm gonna run through here because there's some I don't really know what the hell these things are, but they're dangerous. Okay. And while I'm going to grab an item to trade with the crows, I need to explain a few things. First of all, you may notice some glitching out on my character's outfit and even on my character from time to time. I want to apologize for that. I'm using an Intel HD graphics card that's built into the motherboard. I bought this new computer with a MSI GT730 with 4 gigabytes. I got the system in, the video card was broken, and so I had to ship off the video card back to the back to the computer manufacturer, and they're going to send me a replacement eventually. But for now, I'm on a very crappy card, so you're going to notice some visual fuckery from time to time. Warning to, or information to, is that this is not my first attempt at trying to play as a private character. My first attempt made it all the way up to the Iron Key. I even fought my first NPC invader, or not NPC invader, I fought my first human invader and won, and I was real happy about that. So I went to check the audio. I've been recording the episodes in bursts of 3 and 4 episodes at a time to have some buffer for Twitch and YouTube. And I was not checking the audio. Windows had an update, and at a certain point, even though my Microsoft Live Chat headset is always plugged in, it turned it off as the default audio device for my recording software. So those videos have no sound at all. No narration, no sound effects, no music, no nothing. And I was so far into the game that I was like, you know, I'm just going to have to start over and roll up a new character. So I did that. I started up a new character, I rolled them up, I got through the first area of the game, and then I went to check, and the microphone had almost no sound whatsoever. Because the Windows update had turned down the volume to 2. So this is actually my third attempt at recording a run as a deprived character.
What seems to be the ruckus?
Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you. You spoke to that kind old dear, didn't you?
You're finished. You'll go hollow. Yes, you'll become one of them.
Hollows prey upon men, feast upon their souls. This is the fate of the cursed.
What is your name?
That's a little Sailor Moon plug there. Let me see. I discovered in the last crap, that's not working either. Okay. Yes, I'm sure.
At least you know your own name. Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Take a closer look.
Who do you think it's supposed to be? Think back, deep into your past. Yes, it's an effigy of you.
No, but what I was saying is that the mouse has some weird things where, like, I would click on OK and it would erase the name. So, okay, well, I'm gonna go with mostly presets for this stuff, and I am gonna go ahead and take a petrified something to trade with the crows. No, that's fine. Okie dokie, that's my character. Oh, that ass.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse.
You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
Well, you never know. Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
But remember, hold on to your souls. They're all that keep you from going hollow. Oh, I'll fool you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
These crones have some really morbid senses of humor. And I want to mention another streamer, both on Twitch and YouTube, Fightin' Cowboy, that he showed in one of his Dark Souls 2 playthroughs that you can kill this younger chick here for 3 human effigies. And I'm not going to do that because in order to respec my character later, I would have to find an NPC to forgive my sins. So I'm just going to take the one free effigy that they have up here. Also, before I get too much further, I'm going to go ahead and go into my equipment, because even though they start you off without any clothing, you still have the imported clothing that you started the game with. And I'm not going to use the imported hood because I like to see my character's pretty full face. Okay, and then oh. I'm not going to do this full area right now because, well, one, I can't because I don't have a fragrant branch of yore. But really, I just want to get to Majula as quickly as possible, and so... Did I go the wrong way again? Nope, I went the right way this time. On every other playthrough, I've got myself turned around. This time I did it right. put on the dagger. Guess not. Okay.
You, give it Smooth. Yes, you! Give us Silky!
So the thing about the crows in this game is, regardless of what you trade with them, the drops are all random. So you can't really depend on what you're going to get.
Yeah. So nice, so smooth. Yeah. Silky smooth.
Oh, okay.
You, give us Smooth. Yes, you! Give us Silky! Yeah. So nice, so smooth. Yeah. Silky smooth. You, give us Smooth. Yes.
It's funny that I got all excited about getting the Chandler's Trident because I'm probably not going to end up using it. I have used it on another build and it's not bad. I have to wonder why there's so many bloodstains in this area. I'm gonna do a slow pan around so that you can appreciate just how pretty this game is. Yeah, that's nice. Let me just... yeah, okay. Just checking something random. Alright. Is it this one? Yes, it is. Okay. In both of these cases, I'm picking up stuff that I most likely won't use, but I figure, I'll go ahead and show you where they are. So, you can also see that this is totally not my first time to the dance. Alrighty then. Tell you what, before I even talk to her, I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple of things.
Who are you? Oh, it doesn't matter. Just help me open this door. I packed my tools in here, seeing it was vacant. But now somebody's gone and locked the door. I'm a blacksmith. I'm nothing without my tools. Bring me that key. Chop chop.
That's going to be the pretty much the focus of the first episode, is getting that key, because once I unlock the door, I can get to that treasure chest right there, and in that treasure chest is a short bow. And if you watched my my playthrough of the first Dark Souls game, Prepare to Die Edition, you know that I use the bow for a lot of stuff. Okay, wait, I think I forgot something already. Yeah, if there's any places where I can snipe an enemy rather than engage them directly, that's what I'm usually going to do. Just because it's safer. That's the easiest way to put it. It's just a safer strategy. And then let me go ahead and... Oh, no, not yet, because I didn't receive the Estus Flask just yet. But here's the first Estus Flask shard, even though I don't have an Estus Flask yet. No, I'm not going to talk to Shalquar just yet. I'll probably end up doing that after I have the souls to buy the silver cat ring.
Are you the next monarch? Or merely a pawn of fate? Bearer of the curse, I will remain by your side till this frail hope shatters. Take this with you. May it ease your journey. Go on and see the king. He who made Drangleic what it once was. He who peered at the essence of the soul. King Vendrick.
Okey-dokey.
Bearer of the curse, seek misery. For misery will lead you to greater, stronger souls. You will never meet the king with a soul so frail and pallid.
She may be correct for me, but I have actually seen people play through the game, and without leveling up, they will make it all the way till the end of the game. Really, one of the things I enjoy about this series is I play it and then I watch how other people play it, and they completely wreck it in ways I'm just not capable of. They are such amazing players. So, but anyway.
Seek those whose names are unutterable. The four endowed with immense souls. Their souls will serve as beacons. Once you have found them, Return here to me, so that hope will not fade away. Is that a shard you found? Here, let me see it, so that I may help you. To see light, to see hope, however faint it might be.
Okay. Which gives me 2. And the first Dark Souls game started you off with 5, and then you could kindle bonfires to get more. But this game, they decided, no, you know what? That's not quite hard enough. Let's start you off with 1 Estus flask, and if you don't know that there's another one in the well, yeah, you got 1. So yeah. Gonna go ahead and level up, and I'm gonna put 1 point in strength and whatever else I've got in dexterity, because most of the early weapons that I'm gonna use are gonna rely on dexterity over strength. And so now we are ready to set off. Oh, we are ready to set off for the first area. Except I almost walked away before lighting the bonfire. That would have been good. You see these bloodstains around this treasure chest because in New Game Plus, this is a mimic. It will chomp you down. It certainly worked on me the first time through that I was playing on New Game Plus. I went for the treasure chest, and I'm playing offline, so I didn't even see the bloodstains. Okay, I'm not playing offline now because I'm on the PC, but on the PS4 I didn't have a PS Plus account, so yeah, I was forced to play offline. And so yeah, there's a lot of stuff that the online game does that I like, and then there's some stuff that I really don't like. The randomly showing phantoms will freak me the fuck out, because I'll think there's an enemy behind me, and it's just an after image of some other player who's been through the area. Also, sometimes the messages are written in such a way that they can prevent you from using something. It can be a little annoying. I am not going to engage that giant hippoclops because if he manages to get off his one special attack, he will kill me very quickly. On my other attempt to get this to play, that first guy dropped a bandit knife. Didn't happen this time, and I kind of expected that. Alright. I'm gonna bait some enemies out and hopefully avoid getting shot with an arrow. Arrows and crossbolts in Dark Souls 2 have some tracking on them. And so you might think, oh, I'll just step off to the side and the arrow will curve to meet you. So you have to be very careful. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know. Did he come down from there? I think he did. Yeah. There's another one over here. You'll notice the durability on my dagger is going down quite rapidly. That's a glitch that was never fixed. When they moved the game from the original 30 frames a second to 60 frames a second, it also introduced a glitch where the durability of weapons degraded at twice the normal rate. You would have thought they'd issue a patch to basically double the durability of the weapons or something, but they did not. So I am going to try and backstab a few of these guys in order to save some durability on the dagger. And then as soon as I can, I'm going to switch over to a broken straight sword. Again, mostly just so that I can not have a weapon break. This area is, I mean, once you know what you're doing, it's fairly simple. But you have to be aware of your spacing, because if you back up or try to dodge roll, you can frequently end up getting 5 or 6 of these guys all active at the same time, and it will just be a bad time for you. There we go. Let me go ahead and put that on. And the reason why I don't put on the mace is that I don't have strength or the dexterity to use it just yet. And now I need to roll away because there's a guy up there who's going to do fire bombs on me. Okay, so you're dead, right? Yeah, you're dead. But you're not. So I'm going to clear out some of this lower area before I go up there and deal with him. Okay. Okay. So then I'm going to go up here and take care of this guy. And also pick up another soul item. Oh, okay. We need to fake like I'm climbing the ladder to get him to come down. There's an item over there. I'm not going to bother going for it because this is a very tricky jump and it's a fatal fall. I'll tell you what, I am going to go ahead and put the Estus Flask and the life gems on. That is a quality of life improvement that I complained about frequently on the first Dark Souls game. Stuff that you pick up will get loaded onto your hotbar instantly. That is not the case here, and it's very nice. And there's something else that the jump button is holding down the left stick. That one I'm a little more mixed on because it's something that I wanted. I do appreciate not having to hold down the run button, release it, and then quickly tap it again to get a jump. But I sometimes have problems where my thumb will spasm in the jump. It will send me launching into some random direction, usually plunging to my death. So it's a mixed bag. I do appreciate it though. I really do appreciate being able to run and jump without having to time that button press, because that just is the worst for me sometimes. Derp derp. He doesn't even know where he is. He must have fallen on his head. Alrighty, I am gonna go ahead and use one of those life gems then. And then I'm gonna switch over to the other broken straight sword that I picked up. There we go. Oop. Oh. Oh god, I'm gonna get freaking juggled and gangbanged here. Ew. God! Damn it! Oh, god damn it! See, okay, there is a problem here, and I've run into it a couple of times during the previous playthrough, and I never brought it up, and that's sometimes I go to press the camera lock button to lock on an enemy, and it won't do it. And it is just so very frustrating. Okay. And ain't none of you fuckers giving me your fucking bandit knife either. You is the most stingy freaking corpses ever. Okay. How about you? Want to give me your bandit knife? Fuck no. Not that I think it's going to happen, but I am going to go ahead and mention one of the more interesting changes to the Dark Souls formula from 1 to 2, and that's enemies do not respawn infinitely. God damn it, I knew that. I fucking knew that. I knew it, you fucking prick. Man, just go get fucked. Hey, come on. Okay, enemies do not respawn indefinitely. I believe that it's 12 times that they will respawn before an area empties out. I'm guessing that they put it in as a mechanic to prevent you from grinding forever on low-level stuff. But it can come in handy in certain areas. Like, for instance, at the Iron Keep, I am totally going to exploit that to make the walk to the boss easier. I'm going to do it off or between recordings, so you don't have to suffer through it. Oh, right. I already did that. I died. I died. You did. And for now, I'm going to go ahead and switch back over to the dagger because I get bonus backstab damage for that. And that'll come in handy. Or wait. Not just yet. Not just yet. Because this first guy with the axe, I'm going to have to take him out before I can get to the others in a more backstabby way. Okay, step back, bring him over here. Hopefully don't wake up anybody else. Okay, good. Now switch over to the dagger. And if I sound a little frustrated, it's because I'm trying to rush through this because I've already done this section multiple times on the same recording attempt. You know, it's like I just feel like yelling "fuck Microsoft" because the latest feature update was like, oh yeah, we see you have your microphone set up to record. Not anymore. And I suppose it's partly my fault because I should have been checking every single recording after I finished everything. You know, the settings worked fine for the first 4 or 5 episodes. I made an assumption that they would be fine for all of them. But even if it's just one episode, that ends up becoming a problem because, you know, if I beat a boss and then I go back and I discover that the recording has no sound, what am I supposed to do? Am I supposed to present an episode with no sound whatsoever? Yeah, I'm a little frustrated by that. So I'm sure you can tell. And actually, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't have to. I can just go. Okay, that's true. I can't just go. I'm a dumbass. There's the door. Yeah, but no, the reason why I got murderized by that dude was a combination of camera lock and me trying to rush through this because I just want to go. I want to get to Malentia, the vendor, and buy the keys so that I can get back to Lenagrast and get my bow. And there's something to be said for taking your time and not being impatient in a Dark Souls game. Actually, there's a lot to be said for taking your time and not being impatient. Oh my god, you fucking prick. I should also mention, after that spam that you just saw, that you would be like, oh my god, you are like the worst when it comes to spamming. And actually, no. The problem is that my R1 button is having some issues. I really do need to buy another controller or switch over to the PS4 controller. You'll also see that in action later, where I will I'll go to notch an arrow, and it will launch almost instantly. And that's not me doing that. It's that even though I'm holding down the button, it acts like I released it. how's the other one in terms of durability? They're both kind of shit. Oh, that's nice. Okay, you should be able to collect my souls now. Well, so, on the upside, I'm gonna have an extra 1,000 souls for leveling up with that I don't normally have, so that'll be good. Oh my god, you are such a prick. And here would be like super duper for having anything at all as an option. Like, you know, a shield, a bow, anything at all. Where did he go? Okay, okay, I can deal with that. I can deal with that. Alright, except I don't want to deal with you in that corridor. Alright, whatever. God damn you, motherfucking bullshit artist, bastard, fucking prick. Shit pickle. I'm gonna credit the angry video game nerd for that one, because that is totally his creation, not mine. Shit pickle. If I want to use one that I actually coined myself, I could go with reprobate fucktard. But that seems a bit harsh. Buckler. I can't use the buckler yet, as that requires 13 dexterity. A number which annoys me greatly, because the buckler is a really little weapon, or a really little shield. It seems kind of high to require that much dexterity to wield some little... You son of a bitch. Just fucking... Why is there a fucking delay in my fucking swings? Oh my god, would you just fucking die already? Ay vey. Yeah, you know, I got to admit, I was playing this game before. I was gushing about how good it was on the first playthrough. I was trying to cover the same territory in the second playthrough. It's not the game's fault. I want to stress that. It's not the game's fault that those recordings failed. But, oh my god, I am just, at this point, I am like, I want to get this done, and I want to make sure the recording actually works this fucking time.
Buy something, anything.
Oh,
come now. Thanks kindly.
Okay, great. Fantastic. Wonderful. Super duper. Let's get back to Lenegrast. Unlock that frickin' door. And then that will be the end of this episode so I can check the audio quality. Man, I really hope I don't have to do this a fourth time. Because if I have to do it a fourth time, I'm gonna shit a brick. Nope, I walked right past him. Short bow.
Ah, yes, very good. Now I can get to work. But first, let me set up. Come again later.
Alrighty then. So I'm not even gonna level up. I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna stop the game here, so that I can check the recording. If the recording quality is good, I promise you I'll be a lot more calm on the next episode. And again, I want to stress, it's not the game's fault that I'm being this upset about it. It's that I've had to do this particular section 3 times now, and just anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll tune in next time.